LR, the liberal redneck here, coming to you from a country whose democratic process is under attack, not from an outside source so much as insurrection from the inside. Republicans are finally aware of the fact that they are greatly outnumbered at the polls and have decided that their only chance of gaining back power is to overthrow our Constitution and install a dictatorship. The first indication of things to come was when the Republican-dominated Supreme Court determined that George W. Bush would be president, in spite of the fact that he did not even have the most votes in Florida and would have lost if the counting process had been allowed to continue. Former President Trump tried his hardest to negate the election of Joe Biden by inciting an armed attack on our Capitol in protest of his losing re-election bid, describing it as the big lie. He was convinced that the Supreme Court would do the same thing for him that it did for Bush because he had appointed so many justices with the aid of Moscow Mitch McConnell. Fortunately for the democracy, a very brave group of female aides stepped up and saved the voting results from being destroyed, as was intended, and the SCOTUS was not permitted to intervene. The bad news was Republicans seizing on the idea that our election process is unreliable. Since they control many state legislatures via their extreme gerrymandering efforts, they have come up with a new plan, as described by Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson. Since federal elections are statewide and not impacted by gerrymandering, Johnson believes they should be overseen by the state legislatures. Overseen as Republicans speak for steal the election if they can't win it fair and square. Johnson is by no means alone in this effort, as more than a year after Donald Trump's efforts to undermine the election results were rebuffed at the state and national levels, a wave of Republican candidates across battleground states have made election administration and integrity central campaign messages, with more than a dozen still voicing doubt about the results of last year's general election. An ABC News analyst of 12 high-profile battleground states reveals a trend. Republican candidates for state offices are either questioning the legitimacy of the 2020 election or casting significant doubt on how elections are counted and votes are counted in their home states. The states examined include Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, Wisconsin, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, North Carolina, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. There's nothing wrong with our democratic process other than the atrocious gerrymandering that continues to keep the minority political party in power at the state level. This is a calculated attempt to seize power permanently by creating concerns about a non-existent problem. The most vulnerable time for any president is his first midterm elections. We stopped Trump in 2020 with a gigantic turnout. To permanently stop him, we need it again in 2020. Stay informed. Stay involved. Vote like it is 2020 all over, because it is. Save our democracy from the Republicans who are out to destroy it. You can reach me with comments, questions, and suggestions at theliberalredneck@gmail.com. And you can listen to all our podcasts at blogtalkradio.com/theliberalredneck and houseofpublicdiscourseradio.com. Thanks for watching.